You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about what it really takes to succeed in this world. And let me tell you something, it's not for the faint of heart. Success, real success, the kind that changes your life and the lives of those around you, that kind of success demands everything you've got. It demands that you work like hell. Now, I'm not talking about just putting in your 9 to 5, collecting your paycheck and calling it a day. No, I'm talking about the kind of work that consumes you, that drives you, that becomes the very essence of who you are. The kind of work that has you up before the sun, burning the midnight oil, and squeezing every last drop of potential out of each and every day. You see, the world doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't care about your dreams, your ambitions, or your potential. The world only cares about results. And results, my friends, come from one thing and one thing only: relentless, uncompromising effort. I want you to think about the great achievers throughout history, the inventors, the entrepreneurs, the artists, the leaders who changed the course of human events. Do you think they achieved greatness by working a comfortable 40-hour week? Do you think they spent their evenings lounging on the couch, watching mindless entertainment? No, they worked like hell. They poured their heart and soul into their craft, their mission, their purpose. Thomas Edison once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." And let me tell you, that man knew a thing or two about hard work. He didn't just stumble upon the light bulb. He worked tirelessly, failing thousands of times before he finally succeeded. But here's the key. He never saw those failures as defeats. He saw them as stepping stones, each one bringing him closer to his goal. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what about work-life balance? What about taking it easy and enjoying life? And to that, I say, who told you that work and life were separate things? Who sold you on this idea that your work, your passion, your purpose is somehow distinct from your life? Your work is your life. It's how you contribute to this world. It's how you leave your mark. It's how you create value for others and in turn for yourself. When you truly understand this, when you align your work with your deepest values and aspirations, that's when magic happens. That's when work stops feeling like work and starts feeling like a mission. But here's the thing, this kind of dedication, this level of commitment, it's not for everyone. And that's okay. Not everyone is cut out to be a world changer, an industry leader, a trailblazer. Some people are content with mediocrity, with just getting by. And if that's you, if you're satisfied with an average life, an average career, an average impact, then by all means, clock out at 5 and enjoy your evening. But if you're here, if you're listening to these words, I have a feeling that's not you. I have a feeling that deep down, you know you're capable of more. You know you have greatness within you, just waiting to be unleashed. And if that's the case, then my friend, it's time to work like hell. Now, when I say work like hell, I'm not just talking about putting in long hours. It's not about burning yourself out or sacrificing your health. No, working like hell is about intensity. It's about focus. It's about making every single minute count. It's about approaching your work with a sense of urgency, with a burning desire to make progress, to learn, to grow, to achieve. It's about treating each day as if it were your last chance to make a difference, to move the needle, to inch closer to your goals. You see, time is the great equalizer. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. What separates the achievers from the dreamers is how they use those hours. The achievers, the ones who work like hell, they squeeze every ounce of productivity out of each minute. They're constantly asking themselves, is what I'm doing right now moving me closer to my goals? Is this the best use of my time? And here's a little secret. When you start working like this, when you approach your work with this level of intensity and focus, something magical happens. Time seems to expand. You start accomplishing in a day what others might take a week to do. You start seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. You start making connections that others miss. But let me be clear, this isn't about working yourself to the bone. It's not about sacrificing your health or your relationships. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you work like hell, when you pour yourself into your purpose, you'll find that you have more energy, not less. You'll find that your relationships deepen because you're showing up as your best, most alive self. You see, working like hell isn't about grinding yourself down. It's about lighting yourself up. It's about tapping into that wellspring of passion and purpose that resides within each of us. When you're aligned with your purpose, when you're doing work that truly matters to you, work becomes a source of energy, not a drain on it. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking, but I don't know what my purpose is. I don't have a passion that drives me. And to that, I say, hogwash. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone has something they're uniquely suited to contribute to this world. If you haven't found it yet, that just means you haven't been looking hard enough. Your purpose isn't something that's handed to you on a silver platter. It's something you discover through action, through trial and error, through working like hell at different things until you find what lights you up. And let me tell you, when you find it, you'll know. Because suddenly work won't feel like work anymore. It'll feel like a calling. But here's the catch. Even when you find your purpose, even when you're doing work you love, there will still be hard days. There will still be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. And that's where the work like hell mentality really comes into play. You see, anyone can work hard when things are going well, when they're feeling motivated and inspired. But the real test of character, the real measure of your commitment, comes when things get tough. It's in those moments when you're faced with obstacles and setbacks that you have to double down. That's when you have to work even harder, push even further. I'm reminded of a story about a young man who wanted to be a success. He went to a guru and asked, "What must I do to be successful?" The guru took the young man to a nearby lake and pushed his head underwater. The young man struggled and thrashed about, and just when he thought he couldn't hold his breath any longer, the guru pulled him up. "What did you want more than anything when you were underwater?" the guru asked. "Air," the young man gasped. "That's the secret to success," the guru said. "When you want success as badly as you wanted air, then you will be successful." Now, I'm not suggesting you need to be gasping for air to be successful, but I am saying that you need to want it that badly. You need to be willing to work for it with that level of intensity, that level of desperation. Because here's the truth, success isn't comfortable. Growth isn't comfortable, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. It's as simple as that. So I challenge you. Get uncomfortable. Push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. Work harder than you've ever worked before, because on the other side of that discomfort, on the other side of that hard work, that's where greatness lies. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I'm already working hard. I'm already putting in long hours. What more can I do? And to that I say, it's not just about working hard. It's about working smart. It's about maximizing your effectiveness, about making every minute count. Start by taking a hard look at how you're spending your time. Are you truly focused during your work hours, or are you constantly distracted? Are you prioritizing the most important tasks, or are you busy being busy? Are you continually learning and improving your skills, or are you stuck in a rut, doing the same things day in and day out? Remember, working like hell isn't about running yourself into the ground. It's about being intentional with your time and energy. It's about saying no to the things that don't matter so you can say yes to the things that do. It's about ruthlessly eliminating distractions and focusing on what truly moves the needle. And here's something else to consider. Working like hell isn't just about your professional life. It's about every aspect of your existence. Are you working like hell on your relationships? Are you working like hell on your health? Are you working like hell on your personal growth and development? You see, success isn't just about making money or climbing the corporate ladder. True success, lasting success, is about becoming the best version of yourself in every area of your life. It's about continual growth and improvement. It's about waking up each day a little bit better than you were the day before. Now, I know this might sound overwhelming. You might be thinking, how can I possibly work like hell on everything? And the answer is you can't. At least not all at once. That's why it's crucial to focus on what matters most, to identify your priorities and pour your energy into those areas. Start by asking yourself, what are my core values? What are the things that truly matter to me? What kind of person do I want to be? What kind of impact do I want to have on the world? Once you have clarity on these fundamental questions, you can start aligning your actions with your values. You can start working like hell on the things that truly matter. And here's the beautiful thing. When you start working like hell on the things that truly matter to you, when you start aligning your actions with your values and your purpose, you'll find that you have more energy, not less. You'll find that you're more motivated, more inspired, more alive. Because working like hell, when it's directed towards something meaningful, isn't draining. It's invigorating. It's not a chore, it's a privilege. It's not something you have to do, it's something you get to do. Think about it. How lucky are we to live in a time and place where we have the opportunity to pursue our dreams, to make a difference, to leave our mark on the world. How fortunate are we to have the freedom to choose our path, to work towards our goals, to become the best version of ourselves. This is a gift, my friends. And the way we honor that gift is by making the most of it, by working like hell to become the best we can be, to do the most good we can do, to make the biggest impact we can make. Now, I want to be clear about some. Working like hell doesn't mean you never rest. In fact, rest and recovery are crucial components of sustained high performance. But here's the key. Even your rest should be intentional. Even your downtime should be purposeful. When you're resting, really rest. Recharge your batteries. Reflect on your progress. Plan your next moves. Use your downtime to sharpen your saw, to refill your well, to prepare yourself for the next round of intense effort. And when you're working, really work, give it everything you've got, pour your heart and soul into it. Leave nothing on the table. Because at the end of the day, at the end of your life, you don't want to look back with regret, wondering what might have been if only you'd worked a little harder, pushed a little further, given a little more. You see, life is short. We only get one shot at this. One chance to make our mark, to fulfill our potential, to become the person we're capable of becoming. And the only way to make the most of that chance is to work like hell. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I fail? What if I work like hell and still don't achieve my goals? And to that I'd say, so what? Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. It's a necessary step on the path to achievement. Show me a successful person and I'll show you someone who's failed more times than you can count. The difference is they didn't let those failures stop them. They learned from them. They grew from them. They used them as fuel to work even harder, to push even further. You see, when you're working like hell, failure isn't something to be feared. It's something to be embraced, because each failure brings with it a lesson. Each setback contains within it the seeds of future success. Your job is to extract those lessons, to plant those seeds, and to keep pushing forward. And here's the thing. When you're truly working like hell, when you're giving it everything you've got, you can never really fail. Because even if you don't achieve your original goal, you'll have grown. You'll have learned. You'll have become a stronger, more capable, more resilient version of yourself. That's the real prize. That's the real reward for working like hell. It's not just about what you achieve. It's about who you become in the process. So I challenge you. Starting today, work like hell. Not just at your job, but in every area of your life. Work like hell on your skills. Work like hell on your relationships. Work like hell on your health. Work like hell on becoming the best version of yourself. Push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. Embrace discomfort. Seek out challenges, because it's in those moments of struggle, those moments of intense effort, that you'll discover what you're truly made of, that you'll unlock your true potential, Remember, success isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create. And you create it through consistent, focused, intense effort. You create it by working like hell. Now, I want you to imagine something for a moment. Imagine it's a year from now. You've spent the past 365 days working like hell. You've poured your heart and soul into your work, your relationships, your personal growth. You've pushed yourself harder than you ever have before. You've faced challenges head on, learned from your failures, and kept pushing forward no matter what. What would your life look like? How much progress would you have made? How much closer would you be to your goals? How much stronger, more capable, more confident would you be? That future is within your grasp, but it's not going to come to you. You have to go out and create it. You have to work for it. You have to work like hell for it. So what are you waiting for? The clock is ticking. Your life is happening right now. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real deal, and you have a choice to make. Are you going to coast through life, doing just enough to get by? Or are you going to work like hell, squeezing every ounce of potential out of yourself and your circumstances? The choice is yours. But I'll tell you this, no feeling in the world quite like knowing you've given it your all. There's no satisfaction quite like looking back on a day, a week, a year, and knowing that you worked like hell and made real progress. So don't settle for less than you're capable of. Don't buy into the lies that say success is for other people, that your dreams are too big, that it's too late to start. Those are just excuses, and excuses are the nails that build the house of failure. Instead, make a commitment right here, right now. A commitment to yourself, to your dreams, to your potential. A commitment to work like hell, day in and day out, rain or shine, no matter what. Because here's the truth. You have greatness within you. You have the potential to achieve amazing things, to make a real difference in this world. But that potential isn't going to realize itself. You have to work for it. You have to work like hell for it. So starting right now, I want you to approach each day with a new level of intensity, a new level of focus, a new level of commitment. I want you to wake up each morning ready to give it your all, to squeeze every ounce of productivity out of every minute. I want you to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, to do the things that scare you, to take on challenges that seem impossible, because it's in those moments of intense effort, those moments when you're working like hell, that you'll discover what you're truly capable of. And let me tell you something, you're capable of far more than you realize. You have reservoirs of strength, of creativity, of resilience that you haven't even tapped into yet. But the only way to access those reservoirs is to push yourself, to work harder than you've ever worked before. So don't hold back, don't play small, don't let fear or doubt or complacency hold you back. Instead, work like hell, work like your dreams depend on it. Remember, success isn't an accident. It's not a matter of luck or chance. It's the result of sustained, focused, intense effort. It's the result of working like hell, day after day, week after week, year after year. So make that commitment to yourself. Commit to working, so make that commitment to yourself. Commit to working like hell, not just today, not just this week, but every single day. Because that's what it takes to achieve greatness. That's what it takes to turn your dreams into reality. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I don't have time to work like hell. I'm already stretched thin as it is. And to that, I say, you don't find time, you make time, you prioritize, you eliminate the non-essentials. You focus on what truly matters. Think about it. How much time do you spend each day on activities that don't move you closer to your goals? How much time do you waste on trivial matters, on mindless entertainment, on things that don't truly matter in the grand scheme of things? I'm not saying you need to work 24. Seb, that's not sustainable, and it's not smart. But I am saying that you need to be intentional with your time. You need to guard it fiercely, to invest it wisely, to use it in ways that align with your goals and values. Because here's the truth. Time is the most precious resource you have. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. Once it's gone forever. So doesn't it make sense to use that time in the most productive, most meaningful way possible? That's what working like hell is all about. It's about making the most of every minute, every hour, every day. It's about living with purpose and intention, about squeezing every ounce of potential out of yourself and your circumstances. And let me tell you something, when you start working like this, when you start approaching each day with this level of intensity and focus, amazing things start to happen. Opportunities start to appear, doors start to open, people start to take notice. Because the world responds to effort, it responds to dedication, it responds to people who are willing to work like hell to achieve their goals. Think about the most successful people you know. The ones who've achieved great things, who've made a real impact in their field. Do you think they got there by taking it easy? By doing just enough to get by? No, they got there by working like hell, by pushing themselves beyond what they thought was possible, by refusing to settle for anything less than their absolute best. And here's the beautiful things. You have that same potential within you. You have the ability to achieve great things, to make a real difference in this world. But that potential isn't going to realize itself. You have to work for it. You have to work like hell for it. So I challenge you. Starting now, raise your standards. Demand more from yourself. Push yourself harder than you've ever pushed before. Work like hell on your skills, on your knowledge, on your relationships, on your health, on every aspect of your life. Because here's the truth. The quality of your life is directly proportional to the demands you place upon yourself. If you settle for mediocrity, that's exactly what you'll get. But if you demand excellence from yourself, if you're willing to work like hell to achieve it, there's no limit to what you can accomplish. Now, I know this isn't easy. I know it's not comfortable, but growth never is. Success isn't comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. It's as simple as that. So embrace the discomfort, lean into the challenge. Let the fire of your ambition, your desire to achieve, your commitment to excellence, let that fire burn away your excuses, your doubts, your fears. Because on the other side of that discomfort, on the other side of that hard work, that's where greatness lies. That's where you'll find the life you've always dreamed of. That's where you'll become the person you're truly capable of being. Remember, success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a process of continual growth and improvement. And the only way to succeed on that journey is to work like hell every single day. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait for someone to give you permission. The time to start is now. The time to work like hell is now. Because here's the thing, a year from now, you'll wish you had started today. 5 years from now, you'll look back on this moment as the turning point, the moment when you decided to stop settling, to stop making excuses, and to start working like hell towards your dreams. And let me tell you, there's no feeling quite like knowing you've given it your all. There's no satisfaction quite like looking back on a day, a week, a year, and knowing that you worked like hell and made real progress. So make that commitment to yourself. Commit to working like hell, not just today, not just this week, but every single day. Because that's what it takes to achieve greatness. That's what it takes to turn your dreams into reality. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. Every great achiever throughout history faced doubts, faced challenges, faced moments when they wanted to give up. But they pushed through. They kept working. They worked like hell. And that's exactly what I'm asking you to do. To push through the doubts, to overcome the challenges, to keep working no matter what. Because here's the truth. The world needs what you have to offer. It needs your talents, your ideas, your passion. It needs you to step up, to work like hell, to become the best version of yourself. So don't hold back. Don't play small. Don't let fear or doubt or complacency hold you back. Instead, work like hell. Work like your dreams depend on it, because they do. Remember, success isn't an accident. It's not a matter of luck or chance. It's the result of sustained, focused, intense effort. It's the result of working like hell day after day, week after week, year after year. So starting right now, I want you to approach each day with a new level of intensity, a new level of focus, a new level of commitment. I want you to wake up each morning ready to give it your all, to squeeze every ounce of productivity out of every minute. I want you to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, to do the things that scare you, to take on challenges that seem impossible. Because it's in those moments of intense effort, those moments when you're working like hell, that you'll discover what you're truly capable of. And let me tell you something. You're capable of far more than you realize. You have reservoirs of strength, of creativity, of resilience that you haven't even tapped into yet. But the only way to access those reservoirs is to push yourself, to work harder than you've ever worked before. So don't settle for less than you're capable of. Don't buy into the lies that say success is for other people, that your dreams are too big, that it's too late to start. Those are just excuses, and excuses are the nails that build the house of failure. Instead, make a commitment right here, right now. A commitment to yourself, to your dreams, to your potential. A commitment to work like hell, day in and day out, rain or shine, no matter what. Because here's the truth. You have greatness within you. You have the potential to achieve amazing things, to make a real difference in this world. But that potential isn't going to realize itself. You have to work for it. You have to work like hell for it. So starting today, I want you to live with a sense of urgency. I want you to approach each task, each challenge, each opportunity with the mindset of someone who's working like hell. Because that's what separates the achievers from the dreamers. That's what separates those who make things happen from those who wonder what happened. And remember, working like hell isn't just about putting in long hours. It's about intensity. It's about focus. It's about making every single minute count. It's about approaching your work with a burning desire to make progress, to learn, to grow, to achieve. It's about treating each day as if it were your last chance to make a difference, to move the needle, to inch closer to your goals. Because in many ways, it is. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. All we have is today. So make it count. Work like hell to make it count. And here's the beautiful thing. When you start working like this, when you start pouring yourself into your purpose, you'll find that you have more energy, not less. You'll find that your work becomes a source of fulfillment, not just a means to an end. Because when you're aligned with your purpose, when you're doing work that truly matters to you, work becomes a source of energy, not a drain on it. It becomes something you get to do, not something you have to do. So find that purpose, find that thing that lights you up, that drives you, that makes you want to work like hell. And once you find it, pour yourself into it, give it everything you've got. Work like hell to bring it to life. Because at the end of the day, that's what life is all about. It's about making a difference. It's about leaving your mark. It's about using your talents, your skills, your passion to create something meaningful, something lasting. And the only way to do that is to work like hell, to push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of, to demand more from yourself than anyone else could ever demand from you. So I challenge you, starting today, work like hell. Not just at your job, but in every area of your life. Work like hell on your skills, work like hell on your relationships, work like hell on your health, work like hell on becoming the best version of yourself. Because when you do that, when you commit to working like hell day in and day out, amazing things start to happen. You start to grow in ways you never thought possible. You start to achieve things you never thought you could achieve. You start to become the person you've always dreamed of being. And that, my friends, is what success is all about. It's not about the money or the accolades or the recognition. Those are just byproducts. Real success is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about fulfilling your potential It's about making the most of the gifts you've been given. And the only way to do that is to work like hell. So don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't make excuses. Start right now. Start working like hell towards your dreams, towards your goals, towards the life you want to create. Because you have greatness within you. You have the power to achieve amazing things. But that power isn't going to activate itself. You have to work for it. You have to work like hell for it. So go out there and make it happen. Work like hell and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. Because when you work like hell, when you give it everything you've got, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Remember, the future belongs to those who work for it, to those who are willing to put in the effort, to make the sacrifices, to do whatever it takes to turn their dreams into reality. And that can be you. That should be you. That will be you if you're willing to work like hell for it. So what are you waiting for? The time is now. The opportunity is here. The choice is yours. Will you settle for mediocrity, or will you work like hell to achieve greatness? Will you coast through life, or will you push yourself to become the best version of yourself? I believe in you. I believe in your potential. I believe that you have what it takes to work like hell and achieve amazing things. Now it's time for you to believe it too. It's time for you to prove it, not just to the world, but to you. So go out there and work like hell. Push yourself harder than you've ever pushed before. Demand more from yourself than anyone else could ever demand from you. And watch as your life transforms, as your dreams become reality, as you become the person you've always known you could be. Because when you work like hell, anything is possible. When you work like hell, you can overcome any obstacle, achieve any goal, become anyone you want to be. So work like hell and let your success be the noise that drowns out all the doubts, all the fears, all the naysayers. Work like hell and create a life so amazing that you have to pinch yourself every morning just to make sure you're not dreaming. Work like hell and leave a legacy that will inspire generations to come. Because that's what life is all about. It's about making the most of every moment, every opportunity, every breath we take. It's about working like hell to become the best version of ourselves, to make the biggest impact we can make, to leave this world a little better than we found it. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Your life is happening right now. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real deal, and you have a choice to make. Will you work like hell to make the most of it? Or will you let it slip away, wondering what might have been? The choice is yours, but I hope you'll choose to work like hell. Because when you do, when you commit to giving it your all, day in and day out, that's when miracles happen. That's when dreams come true. That's when you discover what you're truly capable of. So go out there and work like hell. Your future self will thank you for it. The world will thank you for it. And you'll thank yourself for having the courage, the commitment, the sheer determination to work like hell and create the life of your dreams. Remember, success is not for the chosen few. It's for those who choose to work like hell for it. So choose it, embrace it, live it, work like hell, and watch as your wildest dreams become your everyday reality.